Welcome to Sunday Mornings with Enlightenism. I'm Brother Malcolm.
And I'm Sister Carolyn.
And we are here today, folks, to share some wonderful insights with you about Enlightenism, a new way to think and live. The power within you to change how you think and live is Enlightenism, divine self-knowledge. You can change your own life with this power that we are talking about that you have. And you can get it for yourself. And Sister Carol is going to get us started with it. She's an Enlightenism practitioner, teacher, and workshop facilitator. She's going to get us started today. The one and only Sister Carol.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Malcolm. Truly, it is definitely wonderful to stand before you and to talk about Enlightenism. That's my gift to the world. We are all born whole, perfect, and complete, faceless, formless, colorless, and ageless, and have everything that we will ever need for the journey. And along life's journey, we sometimes forget that. And when we forget it, then we start acting from the toxic illusions by which we are trained. I had a particular situation this past week where I saw a friend of mine. And once you're a friend of mine, you're just a friend, whether you like me or not, whether you speak to me or not, because it is not about getting into the energy of others. And what I realized, I hadn't seen her for some time, and when I greeted her, her greeting was standoffish and cold. Now, again, that was my interpretation, without knowing maybe some of the things that she had been through in the course of a day. And what I know about Enlightenism, when we are unlearning old judgments and old habits, they don't go away forever, they return. And what I noticed is that some of the toxicity had returned. And so then I could make a judgment about someone based on my expectation, based on my definition. And what life has to do with, as far as I am concerned and know, is that when we understand that we are whole, perfect, and complete, so is everyone else. And we don't need to judge their responses. We need to look at our responses in terms of what we are storing, what we have kept within us. Enlightenism is about understanding that we fragment ourselves with judgment, we fragment ourselves with worry, we fragment ourselves with all these things that we were taught. And so as long as the fragmentation goes on, the toxicity lingers, the illusions linger, and then we want to not unlearn them but justify them. And as long as we are justifying anything, we get to keep it. And life is about letting go about those opinions, those thoughts, those things that we were trained in, just about knowing that they're there and not becoming angry with ourselves or anyone else, just understanding that they are there. When we speak about Enlightenism, Enlightenism allows you to know that you were born whole, perfect, and complete, faceless, formless, colorless, and ageless. And once we start to think outside of that knowledge, then we are hit with a toxic, illusionary knowledge that we have taken in for so much of our lives. Enlightenism allows us to see. Each and every Sunday that we're on, I talk about the book Enlightenism, how it allows you and helps you to uncover more of who you are, how you think, and why you think the way you do. It is not about judging the self or society or your parents or racism or any of that. It is what we have allowed ourselves to take in, what we have allowed ourselves to be uncomfortable with in our own life, how we've allowed ourselves not to be effective in our own life. When we are in gratitude, we're in gratitude about how we take care of the self, what we are able to do for the self. That's what Enlightenism allows you to see. When you take care of the self, you take care of the whole self. And what you realize sometimes along the way is that you haven't been taking care of the self. And Enlightenism allows for these experiences to unfold in our daily life, in our moment-to-moment living. We simply live moment to moment. We think that we live day to day. We think that we live year to year, month to month. But we live in moments, and those moments impact our lives. And when they impact our lives and fragment our lives, Enlightenism is what we can return to, knowing that we were born with divine self-knowledge. And in order to get to that divine self-knowledge, you must uncover the I that you represent. Enlightenism says, I am greater than the I that I created. And when you say that, you understand the I that you have created in your past representation of who you are is the toxic I. So what you do with Enlightenism is you unlearn those toxic notions that you have brought into your life for so much of your life. I encourage and invite you to purchase the book Enlightenism that you can get through the National Bi Society, and also you can get this through Amazon. So I invite you to purchase Enlightenism, gift yourself, and gift a friend. And now it's time for Brother Malcolm. And so I give you Brother Malcolm, author, philosopher, and creator of Enlightenism, Brother Malcolm.
Oh, thank you, Sister Carolyn, for getting us started with some great insights today, folks.
You are so welcome.
Woo!
You are so welcome.
Powerful, powerful information. I'm Brother Malcolm. Here today to talk to you about making a statement, folks. The struggle for civil rights and equality ends with divine self-knowledge. Divine self-knowledge is the knowledge within you to create a new way to think and live that's greater than the one that you are aware of being in today. You do not have to believe in what you believe in. It's a choice you're making because there's no alternative. There is an alternative. There is an alternative to struggle. There is an alternative to pain and suffering and trying to be like others. What is the alternative? Something you discover within yourself. The power that you have to change how you think and live. To change all of the things that are holding you back in life. When I say holding you back, we are living in an illusory world. This world tells us this is the way we should live. Yeah, I'm talking to some people and they're 20 years old, 25 years old, talking about retirement. Planning for retirement. Not planning to live. Planning to get older. Planning for something that when it happens, if it happens, you may not be able to enjoy it because you didn't take care of yourself. Those are things that create pain. We've heard people of other religious organizations and spiritual organizations, they talk about pain and suffering and what causes desires. Well, I'm talking about a new way to think and live with the Church of Divine Self-Knowledge. It's a new approach to spirituality. It's a new way to think about God existing in you. It's a new way to uplift people that have been struggling in the world for over 400 years. It's another way. There is another way, but when we follow the path of others, we follow the path of self-destruction. We follow the path of pain and suffering. We wrap our minds into a belief system that we are less than. We're less than anything unless we measure up to the criteria that's been set for us to live in this society and in the world. Change the criteria by changing your mind. Create a new criteria in your own mind about how you should think and live. Understand that life itself is moment to moment, no matter how you want to look at it, no matter how you want to examine it. And if you're trying to be like someone else in the world and not be the person that you were created to be by the divine love, peace, and clarity of God, if you are ignoring this power in you, then you are separating yourself from the power you have, and you're devoting your energy and time to another power. And the other power is the one that's controlling how you think and live. It's responsible for the struggle. It's responsible for what you think of yourself. It's responsible for generations of people seeking power by using information that cannot give them power. Illusory knowledge cannot give you power. Philosophy cannot give you power. Psychology, sociology, anthropology cannot give you power. Religion cannot give you power. What gives you power? You. The power in you gives you power. The power in you that's whole, perfect, and complete. And when you can connect with this power from the awareness of being colorless, faceless, and formless, then you see yourself with this power. You see yourself being greater than the way other people have taught you about who you are. The power is in you. Divine self-knowledge is the power that we have to change how we think and live. Don't separate yourself from this power. Divine self-knowledge is the power in you. And I call it the Church of Divine Self-Knowledge, where you get the knowledge directly from God consciousness within you. It's not hearsay, folks. You get it for yourself.
Absolutely.
And when you get it for yourself, you understand it for yourself. I'm Brother Malcolm. Thank you for stopping by.
I'm Sister Carolyn. Thanks for listening.
Have a great day, folks. See you next time.